boom. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Wow. Are we having a good time or what? I think we're having a good time. And hello. Happy Friday, everybody. It's our weekly week in review. I mean, if our week in review wasn't weekly, what would it be? Let it be. How y'all doing? Today, we're going to announce the winner of the MacBook Air. I'm going to give away 10 Amazon gift cards. I'm going to get ultra clear about the rules for these contests that we do, because some of you win a contest and then you don't actually send me your actual email address. So welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Got a bunch of stuff going on here. Let me know that you can hear me and that you can see me. That would be good. I think we should probably not start until you can hear and see me. That would be kind of weird. And I'm going to move this microphone over here because it keeps just sort of going the wrong direction. Excelente. I know a lot of you want to win. We'll talk about that in a minute. So happy to have everybody here. Thanks for joining us. If you love llamas, let me know. Okay, first of all, who would like to win? This is actually my favorite llama of all of them. I'll just give you a real good look at that. Who would just, let's start off, who would like to win that? Just say, yeah, I'd like to have that. I'd like to have that. Just tell me that and Jack Frost, you've been leaving some great comments. Jack Frost, message me on Facebook Messenger at the link you see up here at the top and send me your email address. And then also send me your shipping information because I want to ship this to you. That starts things off in a giving mood, right? That begins the whole program in a giving mood. So happy to see you all. Hi, Tony. Hi, Josh. Hi, Ivan. Hi, Dan. Hi, Mel. Mel, send me your shipping address. I'll ship you one too, Mel. That sounds great. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see what Jack... some of you say horrendous things, and I have to see what they are. Oh, Glenn just put his email address in. Okay, not following instructions, but that's fine. We're still happy to have you here. So excited to be together with you today, everybody. I'm not sure if my wife is here or not, but why don't we start things off real quick by sharing the rules of the program, the rules of the game, and I'll share a link to my wife's. My wife just went over 3,000 downloads on her podcast. You can find her podcast at nikibooker.com. Click on podcast at the top. She and I did a podcast together, and I like to publicize that because I love her. Also, it was a good podcast. Let me also just make it abundantly clear as I can make it. Today, on our broadcast, not everyone can win. It's impossible. I cannot send every single one of you a MacBook Air. This contest is void where prohibited. Not everyone can be a winner. And we're going to, fair and square, we're going to read through the comments, and I'm going to pick one at random. And I'm not going to pick someone who asked me for it. I'm just going to pick a comment at random off of the Facebook post that we talked about. And we will do more contests like that. If everybody's okay with that rule, that not everyone can win and we're still going to have a great time, let me know. Say, yes, that's okay. I just want to make sure we don't have any resentment build up because not everybody can be the winner of the computer. And I don't want the people who don't win. See, I just want to make people happy, and so I get worried that I didn't make everybody happy. So no drama llama. So type in no drama llama if you understand that and we're cool there. Okay. Great. All right. Not everybody can win. Thank you so much for your kindness, everyone. So not everyone can win. We're here to have a good time. I don't give out personal advice. I'm going to give the same advice to everyone. So if we look at a financial instrument, it will not be due to the fact that you suggested it or requested it. I'm just going to generally tell you what I think about the markets as we get going. We'll look at 4 financial markets. I will not be taking requests today because I can't I can't give you personal advice about what you should do, but I will look at more financial instruments if we have time. In addition to all of the things I just said, I'm also going to give away 10 gift cards, and you have to follow the rules. And the rules are, if I say that you're a winner, you message me at m.me/RobBookerTrader, and you send me a Facebook message, and you send me your email address and the country or place you live. Do not put your email address in the chat box here on our live broadcast. It's not going to help you at all. They won't even let you show it on YouTube. Okay? I'm just going to walk away if you do that. Just walking away. Okay. I'm done pouting. Done being a jerk. All right, I'm getting very excited about today's broadcast. We don't need no stinking rules. Eric's here. Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited about today. First things first, everybody. Let's look at the British pound US dollar. I'll keep an eye on the comments. I'm going to create a smaller window for the comments, and then we'll get going on that. There we go. And then we'll get going on looking at financial instruments. As you know, we look at support and resistance levels, and we see if those resistance levels and support levels are valid. Last week, we looked at the British pound US dollar, and we talked about selling it, right? And I discussed the fact that I was bearish on it, and I gave a case for a bearish move and a bullish move. And I said if it moves up, I think that it could go all the way up to 36.20, but if it moves down, we're going to hit all these levels of support and resistance that we see. And so I made a case for the bullish and bearish, and it looks like we're just riding the lightning here on this trend line down below. We are just riding this thing, and it is gearing up for what should be a pretty significant rumble in the jungle. Here's my bullish and bearish cases. If we move below, let's delete this line here. If we now move above this trend line here and above this purple resistance level and above as a final condition, this high right here above 32.20, I will be in a bullish feeling. This could be a bull flag. Upward trend, sideways movement to down, and then up. If I feel like taking an early buy trade, I will do it right here. I want to move above this line, a snap back to the line, and then a move upward. And oh, what do we have here? A llama. For those of you that don't know, we consider here on the broadcast a llama is a ding, ding, ding announcement that we're going to give away an Amazon gift card. It's a way for me to keep everybody interested and watching and enthusiastic and happy, and it looks like we're doing that. So Nippon says, yes, llama understand. Nippon, you are the winner of an Amazon gift card. Send me a message on Facebook Messenger, include your email address and the country you live in so I can send it to the right place. Also, Julie Quillen, Llama Llama Obama. Julie, send me a message on Facebook with your country and your email address, and you're a winner of an Amazon gift card. That's the British pound. That's all I have to say about the British pound. Next, I want to look at the euro US dollar. Let's do that. So here is the euro US dollar, and there are no support and resistance levels drawn on this chart. Did we draw it on it? Well, all right. Let's go back in time with Huey Lewis and the news, and let's draw some support and resistance levels. Oh, this could be interesting. So for those of you that are joining for one of the first times, what we do is we go back in time and we draw support and resistance levels on the chart to give us levels where price is moving. Now, I have this theory, and I think it's a valid theory. And Taylor, if you're watching, this is a good clip for the podcast. I think that all trading can be reduced to the philosophy, outlook, and mentality that all price is ever doing. All trading can be reduced to this essential axiom, and I'm not sure I'm using that correctly. Price is always moving from one level to another, and if you have all the levels drawn on your charts, then you have a good idea of where price was and where price is going. Price is always moving from one level to another. So if you're listening to the podcast or if you're watching this live on the YouTube Weekend Review, what we basically do is we take a financial instrument, whether it's a stock or a currency or whatever else, and we draw levels of support and resistance. We go back hundreds of bars, thousands of bars or candles, and we get support and resistance levels drawn. We look for places where price hit 2 levels and then bounced, 3 levels and then bounced, or a giant exhaustion move and then bounced off of a bottom, or where, in some cases, price went to the same general area and hit a level and bounced off of it or stayed at that level. And then we look to move forward in time. So we go back hundreds of bars and candles, and we just keep drawing levels across these bars and candles. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get a lot of levels on our charts so that we can tell in the present time where price has been and where it might be going to next. So I'm drawing, as we're listening here, price across levels. And what I think a mistake that most traders make is that they will simply consider overbought or oversold, or they'll simply consider, an indicator, and they won't give enough attention to places where price moved to an extreme and then bounced or stopped moving, or horizontal support and resistance. Now, I also have what I call a pass-through level of support and resistance, and I'm going to show you what I mean by this if you're watching live. And if you're not watching live, I'm going to show you what I mean by giving you some words. So here are the words that are coming out of my mouth. Sometimes, imagine a market that's been traveling downward and it bounces off of a bottom. And it bounces so hard off of that bottom that you might even put a level of horizontal support at that level. And you might also consider that that was an exhaustion move and a permanent low that has been put in place by price. And then if you move forward in time, you might see, going forward 100 or 200 bars or candles, a place where price moved up and did the same thing, made an exhaustion move, jumped upward and then stopped, couldn't go any further, wouldn't move any farther, bounced, created an upside down V with an exhaustion bar or candle across the top. And in situations like this, you might consider drawing a trend line connecting that low to that high. Just like that. Now I'm doing it on a chart, and for those of you listening to an episode of this, all I did was connect a low to a high, and it created a diagonal trend line. And I'm going to consider, most people will draw a trend line across 2 bars or candles falling, or underneath 2 bars or candles that are rising, a trend line underneath 2 bottoms, or a trend line on top of 2 tops. But what we did was we connected a low to a high, and we went and passed through a bunch of bars and candles. And I'm going to color this red when I draw it so that later on in time we can see if this level is valid later on. And I might add a few of these as we go just to have fun with it. But it's not something I draw very often because I kind of typically forget to do it. Okay, so Taylor, that would be, if you're watching or listening or whatever, that would be a nice overview of what we just did here. Taylor is the newest addition on the team here, and she edits video and helps turn the stuff that I'm doing into lots more content. Okay. Look at all these awesome comments coming through. Ashley, Llama Llama Ding Dong, trend lines never go wrong. Llama Llama, Rob Booker is no drama. Oh, that's great. Steve says something really interesting here. He says, success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. I was just saying to the team today that some of the most successful traders aren't even paying attention. So success in trading without paying attention is kind of the name of the game. It's so weird, but that has been often true in my life and in my trading. Thanks for all your comments, everybody. I love hearing from everybody. Okay, let's go back to the charts, and we'll keep drawing our trend lines. Wayne says try the parabolic SAR. He likes that. I like parabolic SAR as well. So this red pass-through trend line that we drew a little while ago, it does come back. It does seem to be valid. And it seems to be valid multiple times. Look at that. Wow. That is really cool. Okay. I know I still get excited every time something happens that I knew was probably going to happen, but that's never going to stop. I'm just going to keep drawing some areas of support and resistance on this euro, and then we'll draw another llama on the screen and get another Amazon gift card in the hands of all of you good people that came and showed up and that you're here today. So happy to see all of you here. A lot of you are just joining us now. I'm Rob Booker, and we're doing our markets week in review. And at the end of today's broadcast, we'll look at all the positive and negative comments and things said about me on Facebook, and we'll give one person who left a comment a MacBook Air. Or if they live in a foreign country, I will send them some money to buy a MacBook Air. In America. Or wherever they want to buy it. Okay, we're going to continue moving forward here. We're almost at 0 Llama Hour. Zero Dark Llama, one of my favorite movies about fighting terrorism across the world. And I'm still drawing trend lines. Lots and lots and lots of people. Llama MacBook Air. Hi, Glenn. Good to see you. Support a llama, resist a llama, broke the channel llama. Gerardo Gutierrez Aguilar. You win an Amazon gift card. And send me your email address to m.me/RobBookerTrader and tell me the country you live in so that I can send you a gift card. Here is the messaging link on Facebook Messenger. And we'll keep giving those gift cards out. I think we've given out 3. We're going to give out at least 7 more. Remember, one of the rules today was not everyone can win, and we all agreed that no one was going to throw their computer out the window or get mad at me just because they couldn't win. Thanks for trying to explain this, says Roger. Michael says, only came across you last week. Absolutely wonderful. Hey, thanks. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. We'll pause here while I collect my thoughts about the euro. And I just want to say thank you. I'm here this year to provide as much free content as I can. And a lot of people ask, well, if you have all this free content, why do you still have things that are for sale? I would expect that by the end of this year, I may not have anything for sale at all. But in the meantime, here's what my life goals are, and I'm trying to be super transparent about this. And listen, nobody's ever fully transparent, and nobody's ever fully authentic. I accept that, right? And I do like money, and I do like running my business. And so maybe I'm trying to be good, but I'm only 10% of the way there, okay? So I accept that. I accept all of your criticisms, and I'm a windbag, blowhard, self-promoting. I get all that. And I do still have some stuff for sale. So a lot of you that live in countries where money's tight and you have a $100 trading account, I try to create as much free stuff to help as many of you as possible. And then there are some of you that have larger trading accounts, a little bit more than that. And you want to get a little bit closer to me and the team, and you want to dive a little bit deeper into the material. And I can't give away other people's time for free, and I don't have enough time to help every single person who watches. And so the compromise is that I try to charge a small amount of money, a super fair price, especially compared to the other jerks out there in the world, to give you something of value. And I feel like that's the best compromise that I can make right now. And part of it's driven by the fact that I like to make money. Okay, I admit that. And part of it's driven by the fact that I really love everybody here. So the part that loves everybody here tries to give as much away for free. And the part that likes to make money still has some things for sale for those of you that want more of my time, attention, webinars, and instruction. It's the way I'm trying to balance everything out. Okay, back to the euro. Wow, a lot of you, some of you are saying some really nice things. That's really great. Bill says, Rob, will you try and draw a line across the tops of an uptrend and see what gives forward? Maybe a thick line so you can tell from the bottom lines? Okay, I can start doing that in the future, Bill. Sure. I might not be able to do that. Douglas says, how can I get some fundamental instruction on trendline drawing? So I have on YouTube a playlist on my channel. And it's called Support and Resistance. right there. The fundamentals of support and resistance. And you just watch that series of videos. Let's go back to the euro. We'll draw a real thick line. Oh, I can't draw it any thicker, but I can just make it black. We'll figure this out, everybody. Okay, here we go. Let's move forward. Let's keep this party going. Draw a line across the candles here. Love the comments. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much for commenting. It's a miracle that I haven't forgotten to show the charts. Many of you know that sometimes I'll get on a thing where I act like I'm drawing on the charts, but you can't see anything because I've stopped showing the charts, and that's really annoying. Today, it looks like I'm not doing that. Okay, there's a lot of horizontal lines on the euro. Not sure about why that is. Moving forward in time. I'm going to color this one underneath a little bit lighter. And then we'll get a plan in place for drawing these lines in the future so that we can distinguish between them. Oh, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Here we are, present day. And we'll go to the 60-minute chart and let's talk about some scenarios. It is no surprise that the euro is hugging a trend line. And I'm going to make this larger, and we're going to talk about some stuff that might happen next. So the next thing that I'm going to do is draw a line across these lows. And I'm going to do it in red to distinguish it from everything else. It occurs to me that one case can be made that the euro is going to drop to the red line that we see on the screen, drop through it and fall, and where these two things converge, do that. And then after that, drop to this level. There's also a case to be made that if the euro rises above 15.14, that we've got a great purple level in place. And it will, as most of the time it does, break through, test that level, and bounce around before going up or down from there. Those are very, 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 very limited points of view because that's a 60-minute chart. I think, however, that if you want to take a little bit of a bigger picture view, we have a lot of levels below where we are and not as many levels up above, meaning maybe price wants to get down into these levels below where we are right now. Maybe this is a bear flag, price moving lower, sideways, then lower again. And from an editorial point of view, meaning as a person who analyzes the markets, I like the idea that we could see price drop below this trend line here and then fall all the way to 1140. I like to think that there's a case to be made that the euro could go back to parity. That in a world economy that begins to slow down or outright collapses, that Italy will have trouble paying its debt, Portugal will have trouble paying its debt, Spain will have trouble paying its debt, Greece will have trouble paying its debt, and by simple default, the euro will fall under those conditions. And I think there is a case to be made for long-term bearishness in the euro. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I have no trade on this right now, so I have no skin in the game on this at all. Not right now and not yet. But that's my overall feeling about things, that price could drop, especially if things get a little bit dicey with debt and Western Europe. Let's take a look at some comments. Josh, if you don't invest in the education that you need for yourself, you won't take the time you need to truly absorb the information. Yep. Rick Christie, you win an Amazon gift card. Your comment is already gone because there's so many comments coming through. Send me your email to m.me/RobBookerTrader and tell me the country that you live in. All right, let's do another contest for llamas. I'm going to read the comments and check it out. I'm rooting for the falling of the euro dollar because I have a Finch trade that has been stuck for 10 years. Jeff says, bite your tongue. John says, sounds like the euro has some problemas ahead. John, shake. John, shake. You win an Amazon gift card. Send me your email and the country you live in to m.me/RobBookerTrader. And within the next 453 days, I will send you an Amazon gift card. Random llama. Booker llama, says Ron. Who's going to be choice again? I have a parody party. A parody party. Glenn. That's a great comment. Send me your email to m.me/RobBookerTrader and tell me the country you live in. You can't win 2 cards in the same video. So if you win one, great. And if you win again later on, you just win the one. Dave made some trades based on the easy pivot strategy. Great. Okay, if I could just quickly move the charts over to something that's been on my mind. And that is the U.S. stock market, the SPY or the ES. Wow, I thought I had some lines drawn on this stuff. I really thought I had some levels drawn here. Wow. Okay. Well, let's get some levels drawn. Let's do some drawing levels. I'm tightening up the charts a lot, just for a moment to get that level in. And then we'll draw some lines and trend lines, and we'll do a markets weekend review on the S&P 500. Stock market had a really big day yesterday. I shorted today. I shorted the NASDAQ through options. I bought puts. I don't want to reload the site, but I will show you my Robinhood account, where I shorted it. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you the trade that won. Does anybody care? Let's just take a look at it. Let's just look at my account. Nothing to hide, right? Okay, here we go. So I bought a TQQQ call right here, a 42.50 call, for $330. I closed that today for $840. And then I turned around immediately and I bought the TQQQ $44 put with an expiration of next Friday. And I spent $275 on that. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss. That's not a recommendation, but yet just an editorial opinion that I think after a big day, the stock market could correct. So after a big day like it had, that I like to make a trade that, I hate to use the word bet, but that supposes that price will not be able to sustain that upward movement. I'll make a bearish and bullish case for the stock market, even though I disclosed that trade and I showed it to you. Does anybody care that I show you that trade? Does that matter to anybody? It's not a recommendation. I honestly think you should ignore 99% of what I say. I never mean to show you that as a recommendation. I'm trying to be real clear about that because I know it's real easy to sort of get caught up in the fact that I'm doing it so maybe it looks like a recommendation, but I'm really doing this to show you how a system and strategy might work. That's the most important thing. And then hopefully you won't need me. Hopefully you'll just be self-sufficient. I don't have enough lines drawn on my chart. We didn't get enough in here. There's something missing from this chart. Maybe a line right through the middle of all of this. Yeah. Okay, the bearish case to be made is that price could come back down through these levels of support and hit the ES hit 25.58. And the bullish case is that we've already broken above resistance and we're going to go up to these levels. And I could be totally wrong about everything that I've been saying here. And that's the two-way analysis on things. All right. This is the S&P E-mini futures, the ES, and it is a 4-hour chart. I usually draw the support and resistance levels on the 4 hour and then plan some trades from the 1 hour. Okay, we're 30 minutes in. We should give away some more Amazon gift cards. Lou Ward says, what do you call a smoking llama? A Newport Camel. Bada bing. Lou Ward, you win an Amazon gift card. Send me your email address to m.me/RobBookerTrader and tell me the country you live in. That was a pretty good one. This is great stuff. All right, let's see here. Rob, I need some money. Really, I need it. I live in Morocco. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I love you. I love all of you. I can't help every single person. I can't pull everybody out of a bad situation. Ashley, Llama seriously needs some Java. Oh, that's great. VIX closed at a low today. Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Love you, man. Let's take a look at the VIX real quick. For my own interest. Oh, wow. Look at what it's hitting, everybody. I guess we could be going lower than that, but seems like it would be a nice place for a bounce. The bullish opinion on the VIX, the bullish side of things is a bounce. Like it's just a straight up support and resistance bounce. The bearish case to be made is that it's breaking through support, and maybe this is the final time that it does that. And maybe we're set for another huge run upward in the stock market, and the VIX will drop even farther. Okay, so there's two ways to think about that. Oh, you didn't see any of it. See, I did it. Let's go back. Sorry about that, everybody. Apologize. Okay, the case to be made for a bullish VIX is a bounce off of this support level. And I could trade. I could buy UVXY or options on UVXY. I could do that. I've done that before. Then the case to be made that we're breaking through support and that this thing is just now going to drop further, that the stock market will do fine and the VIX would drop to could drop to a new low. And if it does, we are at a really great level of support though. If it does drop further, let's draw a trend line underneath these bars and candles. Like it could drop further down to the next trend line lower. Jack says, is there an @ symbol in your contact email address? I don't want you to email me. I don't want you to email me, ever. If you send me email, a baby angel will lose its wings. Do not send me email. That is a huge mistake. Message me, if you want a card, message me on Facebook Messenger to Rob Booker Trader and send me your email, not my email. I don't need you to send me my email address. I need you to send me yours because you won the card. And tell me the country you live in. Okay. I love you. You know I love you. You know that. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's hilarious. Everybody's great. Here we go, everybody. Let's read some comments on my Facebook Messenger. Oh, by the way, that's really me jumping. A lot of people wonder about that. Not that that's important. There we go. Here's the thank you post. So let's take a look. 226 comments. I said that if we got to 200 comments on this post, I would give away a MacBook Air. So let's just randomly, I'm going to read a bunch of them, and I'm not going to give anything away just because somebody said something nice. I'm going to do some kind of random whatever. So let's just go ahead and show all comments. Larry says, I've been following your channel. The one thing that's constant is your continued support for the average trader. Joey says, your daily habits video in the program has been a huge help for me. Goody says something in Spanish. te conocí por casualidad, pero me siento afortunado de poder formarme contigo y aprender lo máximo posible. Estoy muy emocionado y totalmente involucrado con el path. Es una experiencia por lo que te estoy totalmente agradecido. Thank you. Sorry, I probably botched that pretty bad. Good day, Mr. Booker. My name is Stefano. 20-year-old Nigerian, discovered your page on YouTube and been watching loads of your videos ever since. Thanks, Vano. Helen, from time to time you recommend the most helpful and intriguing books, just beginning The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. Lloyd says, thank you for everything you've done for me in the last 6 months. With your help, I've come up with a quality strategy. John says, I like realistic approach to everything. It's gotta be. It's one of my all-time favorite comments. Look at this one. One of my all-time favorite comments. Is it a question? Or is it a statement? We don't know. John, if you're here inside of today's broadcast, if you're here, send me your email address, not my email address, on Facebook Messenger to m.me/RobBookerTrader and tell me what country you live in and your email address. You win a gift card. Garrett says, I found you in 2015 when looking for the trading podcasts. I've listened to every episode and then went back and listened again. Garrett, one day we're going to work together, for sure. Josh says, thank you so much for everything you do. Angelo, I've listened to Rob for years and learned a lot from him. Thank you. Rick says, hey, Rob, you've got lots of great strategies, but the thing you helped me with and turn my trading around was your psychology of investing, specifically about trading small lots and going slow. It says top fan. What does that mean? Oh, Rick, that's really sweet of you. That's really awesome. Thanks for doing that. Just started the Tomahawk strategy, says Jim. Hey, Jim, nice to hear from you. Johnny says, your content, especially the goal setting and NLP stuff, has really helped me. Michael, hey, your indicators changed my life. Tom K, been following your stuff since your radio days. I love you, Tom. William, thank you for the Finch, for the Flash Boy, and all the free content. Thank you. Carl Salyer says, thanks for your info and attitude and everything else. Jeff says, I started learning about Forex when you started in 2004, 2005. Wow, I love you all. Bruce, I appreciate all your educational content and becoming a more well-rounded trader. Austin says, the support and resistance has been helpful. Steve says, very thankful that I discovered Rob several years ago. Ashley, been following for 3 years. Thanks, Ashley. That's really kind. Leandro, MacBook Air. Oh my gosh, I've never dreamt with one of those. You are the #1 llama. Bob, your divergence videos are helping. Tony says, thanks for all the videos. John says, your webinars have helped demystify Forex. Wow, this is so much fun. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna put my hand over the comments right here so I can't see them. Okay, I'm putting my hand over the comments and let's count down. We'll count down from 10 down and I'll just stop when I get to 10. Okay, here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here it is. Emmanuel Sauce survived the polar vortex here in Minneapolis. Thanks for everything, Rob Booker Trader. I've listened to the entire Traders podcast twice and some episodes more than twice. Opened my eyes to so much error, misinformation, problems, the trading stuff that other people... I bought your lifetime membership and decided to take your advice. Trading has been great ever since. Many thanks. Emmanuel, you won the MacBook Air. And here's what you need to do. Send me a message on Rob Booker Trader with your physical mailing address. And I'll ship you out the MacBook Air. I'll buy it today. I'll buy it right here. I don't want to show everybody your address. Let's give out some gift cards because that's not the only person that should win. Let's give out some gift cards here. Christopher, Palarama, you win an Amazon gift card. Send me your email address on Facebook Messenger. Let's just go down to the bottom of the comments because that's not fair if we only look at the top, right? I'm trying to find people who haven't won one. Fritz Hansen, I like the membership. Fritz, you win an Amazon gift card. Send me your email address by Facebook Messenger. That would be great. Paul, you win an Amazon gift card. Send me your email address by Facebook Messenger, m.me/RobBookerTrader. You win an Amazon gift card. I'm going to go to the bottom of the comments here. I'm going to go to the very bottom. I think that's fair, you know, because like the people at the bottom. Angel Torres, hi Rob, you win an Amazon gift card. Okay, let's talk about a few things. One, we decided at the beginning not everybody could win. I didn't win a MacBook Air today. I actually bought one. So I hope that's okay with everybody, and gave out a bunch of gift cards to hopefully, I don't know, spread the love. We'll do this again. I think we should do it again. I think we should do it again next week. Right? Anybody want to do this again next week? Like where we give away a computer next week? Does anybody want to do it? Give me a yes. I just would, you know, maybe. Yeah. All right, great. I mean, it's not all about the giveaways, but I have this feeling like if I can entertain you long enough to have you hear the good advice, that that maybe things will work out. Meaning if I can give things away and get your attention, that I can get some of you to follow the advice to keep your losses small. Believe in yourself. Don't ask anybody for advice. Take your own advice. Let the market be... Taylor, this is probably a good podcast. Let the market be the decision maker on whether or not your strategy is good. Stop looking for other people for approval. Don't ask for my approval. Ask me for a hug. Okay? I love you all. You know that. You don't need anybody to tell you that it's okay. You don't need anybody to approve your strategy. Try your strategy. And if you don't trade well and you don't make money, then your strategy is no good. That's how you find out if a strategy is good. You put it out there. You don't find it out any other way. You don't find out if a strategy is good by backtesting it. And you don't find out if a strategy is good if some stupid trader mentor self-promoter like me tells you that it's good. Just because I drew a bunch of lines on the screen doesn't mean the strategy is good. It doesn't mean anything. It means you might be interested in taking it a step further. But I'm not the smartest trader in the room. I will show you that I make money, and I will show you when I lose money. I will show you both. And I don't give out personal advice. I don't tell you what you should buy or sell personally. I think that's a mistake, because then you're depending on somebody else. Hey, what do you think of my trade? Is the worst question. Ask the market. Take the trade, ask the market. Hey, market, what do you think of my trade? And if you trade small enough, and you keep your trade sizes small, and you keep your risk down, you're going to survive. And if you survive, you're going to be able to make it past all those obstacles that most people have. Virgil von Tobel says, glad you and your family got out of Switzerland and Austria during those tough times in World War II, and were able to make that wonderful movie about singing, The Von Tobels. I'm just kidding, Virgil. Virgil, you win a gift card. Send me a message on Facebook Messenger and let me know your email address and your country, although I know it's Austria. The gift cards are alive with the sound of MacBook. Michael says, could we do something about options and futures? So I'm going to talk about stock and options this month, and I will probably teach a class for those of you that are interested in going deep into it. So this is a great example. Somebody says, what do you think of the dollar Canadian? See, we just finished talking about this. I don't give you personal advice. What do you think about it? Take a trade, see if the market likes the trade, and then you know if it was good or not. You're not going to know if it's good if you ask for advice. Hey, do you think I should ask so-and-so to the prom? I don't know. It's your own life. It's your own problem. What should I do? Well, you should try out a bunch of different responses. Like, let's say you get in an argument with... So I was a dummy the other day, and I was using my phone at dinner, and it was upsetting my wife. And my wife said something, and I got defensive about it. And my wife's my greatest fan, my biggest fan, the only person whose opinion matters to me in the world. And I could have said, well, let me try out a couple of responses to this thing that you just said. I could try out a couple of things. But if I stopped everything, I walked out of the restaurant and I called some people to ask them what I should do. That's just stupid. Don't ask for advice. Ask for help working out your own problems. If you want to know my opinion about a financial instrument, it could go up or it could go down. Sorry. That's super, super, super annoying that I said that. Llamovich. Your name is Llamovich? Your name is literally Llamovich. You are our mascot. Could I pay you $10 a week to be the official mascot of Rob Booker Trader? I'm not joking either. Fed analysis. Fed my dogs this morning, and they thought it was delicious. The analysis is that dog food is good. Llama Corn Trader had a bad experience with FX, so having trouble to trust it again. You didn't have a... Loved the comment, thank you. You didn't have a bad experience with FX. Okay, yeah, you did. Yeah, you just lost money, right? So don't lose money the next time. Next time, trade $100. I'm not giving you personal advice. If anyone out there has ever had a bad experience trading financial instruments, my general advice would be trade smaller, take less risk, and then learn as you go. But I don't know what your individual experience was. Maybe it was really bad. That's true. Somebody just said, what is your opinion on the dollar yen? Oh my gosh. That's when you know this should end. I need advice on the dollar yen. Here's my advice. It could go up or it could go down. I can't believe. Okay. Love you all. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. I'm out. I'm going to Starbucks. You want to meet me at Starbucks? We'll get something. A couple other things. I feel the need to get a large group of us together. No charge. Large group. I'm talking 500 people. 500 people in the same room in London, in the United States, maybe in a Spanish-speaking country, and in Australia, but at 500 minimum. So how do we do that? How do we make that happen? I'd like to be in a room sometime this year with lots of you and really get to know you personally and really, really go hard on this idea that I'm trying to get to know you better and that I care about you individually, even though I can't give you personal advice. San Diego's a good suggestion. So I've been to Australia 4 times, London 10. Don't forget, Hawaii is for a small group of people. Hawaii is going to be a paid event for like 10 people, so that we really go deeper into stuff. Brisbane, London, Spain, maybe Miami for Spanish speaking. That is not a bad idea. Okay. Disney World. Orlando's probably the best idea, even though it's across the country. Orlando is probably a great idea. Wow, Danielle says, I thought to leave Forex, bought some courses, decided to buy your membership in April 2018, and it opened my eyes and simplified everything. Hawaii would be, I think we said at the end of the year. No, we said something about bringing families to Hawaii. If you have one. I can't remember. Somebody will remember. Yeah, and then we'll live stream it. Yeah, we'll live stream every single one of them. Okay. Virgil is in Indiana. Bowling Green is alive with the sound of March Madness. Okay, everybody. Love you all. See you later. Be back soon. I hate leaving you all, but I gotta go.